Let's talk about 3 unhealthy cycles that we can break starting today in our parenting. The first one is emotional suppression. Oftentimes, we can discount the fact that we're not raising children, but we're raising humans. And so when we tell them that their voice doesn't matter because we cut them off, or we tell them that they're a child and they need to stay in a child's place when they're trying to express themselves, we are keeping unhealthy cycles going. And so, a way in which you can create emotional safety and not suppression is learning how to regulate your own emotions. Most times, as parents, it's not that we don't want to hear what our children are saying, it's that we can be frustrated in the moment behind what they do. So, their behavior has sparked something within us, possibly a trigger or just an annoyance. And we have to understand that it's okay to be annoyed by our children. But what it's not okay is for us to shut them down and silence them. So, how can we create safety for them? Well, one thing can be, if you are frustrated, tell them, you know what, right now I'm frustrated behind the behavior that you're displaying. And so we're going to pick this conversation back up in another time, later today, or however you want to do that. So that way you're not being silent and avoiding and shutting down, because I know all too well how that was in my own childhood, where you just swept things under the rug. We never talked about it. No one ever vocalized how they felt, and everybody walked on eggshells. No, we're creating environments of safety for our children. So that's one way in which you can break that unhealthy cycle. Another unhealthy cycle that you can break is operating from a fear based part in your parenting. So projecting your fears onto your children. Now, I understand that the way that the world is right now, it is very crazy out here. And so we absolutely must use discernment and wisdom. However, we cannot shield our children from the world. Jesus even prayed a prayer in John chapter 17, I believe, where he was talking to the Father, and he was saying that just as they are in this world, and I'm paraphrasing, protect them, because there's going to be so much that's going to come at them that they may not know how to make the right decision. But as we abide in Jesus and allow for him to abide within us, then even the cares of this world cannot cause for us to be separated from him. That's the same thing in our parenting. If we create the environment for our children where they feel the ability to fly and to be free, but they understand the parameters and boundaries that you have set for them, then you will not operate from fear, but you will operate from a place of discipline. Man, that's so good. Because I remember growing up, I was a child, we used to call it latchkey kids, where I had no choice but to grow up before my time. And that has helped me, but it has also hindered me as an adult, because now I'm learning how to reparent, and I'm learning how to bring my little girl with me in certain things and make sure that she knows that she's safe to become. And so, if you are one like me that has been on the journey of reparenting, you don't want to perpetuate that cycle for your children, because why? You're breaking it now. And then the last thing that you can break starting today is really the hard conversations. Again, I did not have room, space, language, any of these things as a kid. It was, you're a child, you stand a child's place. And I want to say kind of like whatever that means, but I understand the sentiments behind it. But again, we have to realize that we're not raising children, we're raising women and men. And so we want to be able to give them autonomy while also teaching them how to respect, how to honor. And the way we teach it is by giving that to them. And so when we allow for them to vocalize how they feel, when we give them that room to persuade us for certain things and we let their character and their personality flourish and develop, we are creating environments of safety and not suppression. So let me know in the comments which one you are going to brave today.